younger youth know that going down the route of trying to be a street person is not the right.
Damn, he preaching already.
That's what type of person I am. Yes, I was lied on. They made Sterling lie on me. All the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro?
Sterling must be opening that door. That's why Sterling had to lie.
It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling, never. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on a tip with me without a deputy being present.
Welcome. Tonight we're going to do an update on this story out of New Orleans. This young man, Antoine Massey, who was able to stay on the run. He was a part of, I guess it was 10 inmates that escaped. He is the ninth one that's caught. He was caught within a mile, well, not within a mile, but a mile away from the jail, where he was the first arrested at. Now, he's been since taken to Angola prison, I guess, so that they can keep a better eye on him, because this guy has escaped multiple times before. This wasn't his first time, but you hear things about how corrupt New Orleans is, and they say the police corrupt or whatever, and I'm starting to believe that, based on this interview that was done earlier, this press conference that was done after they caught Massey. When I first heard it, I heard some things in it. It was like, what the hell are they talking about? But then definitely, I want to share it with you guys right now.
To get $50,000 for any information leading to his arrest. Information on how to submit a tip is on our website, wwltv.com.
Let's back this up.
9 weeks after a historic jailbreak from the Orleans Justice Center, a 9th escapee has been caught. Now, Antoine Massey is back in state custody and on his way to Angola. Good evening. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. Massey joins 8 other inmates who have already been captured the last more than a month ago. And surprisingly, he was found only about 2 miles from the jail.
Amelia Strahan headed to Holly Grove shortly after his arrest and has the latest.
9 down, 1 to go. Over a month after 10 inmates escaped Orleans Justice Center, police arrested Antoine Massey Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood. It's kind of shocking.
The 33-year-old's final moments of freedom ended at this home in Holly Grove, less than 2 miles from the jail. The woman who owns the house where he was found didn't want to show her face on camera, but says she rents the space out on Airbnb and was shocked when she found out the fugitive was on her property.
All right. The lady says she was shocked that when she found out that the fugitive was on her property. And you're going to hear her say here in a second that she don't know what was going on with this whole situation, right? And so I think the news agency
Frustrated too.
Did this on purpose, right? They put that camera up there, and it's an Airbnb property. So I mean, you say you don't know what's going on the property, but there is a camera spliced in this video as B-roll. But I think it's more than that. I think it was just somebody just using common sense. But anyway,
property.
Because I'm frustrated too. I don't know what's happening. They say this is going on, and I get here and I don't even see a cop.
Another resident on the street describes the block as peaceful and says he was surprised to see unmarked cars lining his block.
It didn't really scare me because I was glad that you all got him, and I was hoping you get the other one.
Authorities.
He said he was glad that they got it. He hoped they get the other one. Now, the other one they're talking about is this man right here by the name of Derek Groves, right? And Derek Groves is he's there on he was there on a murder charge. There's an interesting story behind his This gentleman right here, Mr. Groves. I mean, his whole family actually. His grandmother was killed by a crooked cop. Boy, I just did that all wrong. Was killed by a crooked cop. And it's just been a lot of his family has had a contentious relationship with the New Orleans Police Department, to say the least. But he is the one that is still on the run. Now, the guy on the, I guess when you guys are looking at it, be on your left, Massey, the one who was just caught. Massey actually put out a video. You saw a clip of that when the stream came on. Massey put out a video, you know what I mean, talking about that he was needing help from Lil Wayne and Donald Trump. He asked for Meek Mills and Young Boy, NBA Young Boy. He asked him for he was pleading for help from them guys or whatever. But you never heard anything from this gentleman right here the whole time. And you know, from what I could find on Derrick Groves is a serious individual, dangerous individual. Derrick Groves don't play no games. But let's finish this out.
Crime Stoppers tip led to the arrest, ending a weeks-long multi-agency manhunt. NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick said the tip came directly to Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson.
When the community believes and trusts their police departments and their law enforcement.
And that's another thing where they had this story right here all jacked up. They said that the tip came directly into the chief, and then they were saying something about a $50,000 reward that was supposed to be, I think it was $70,000 that was supposed to be attached to it, because one of the reporters asked the question, about thing, and they said that this was an anonymous tip. So if you believe an anonymous tip came into the chief, okay, how did they get the chief's number? They didn't call the sheriff's department. I don't know. How does that work? Out of the thousands of tips that they say they got, the one tip that led to this man's peaceful arrest came directly into the sheriff's desk or phone.
They work cooperatively.
According to police, a Crime Stoppers G&O tip led to his arrest, and they say Massey didn't put up a fight.
All of these captures have been able to be done peacefully.
So what they would have to explain is the chief, and the chief, you see her in the back. It's the black lady in the background. Let me see if I got a picture of chief. Excuse me, the sheriff. It's not the chief, this is the sheriff. Duly elected sheriff, I should say. And there she is right there. Now, also caught up in this was this guy right here who was arrested. He's a maintenance guy. You heard Antoine talking about him in the video, saying that he was set up by this man right here, and he don't know why they asked him to testify against him, how he pointed it out. Now, also in his video, let's get this correct now, Anton was wrong for escaping, but he made some valid points when they accused this gentleman right here, who was a maintenance worker inside of the jail. They accused him of facilitating these guys by turning the water off and they said that these guys removed the toilet and went through this little hole that they must have melted themselves and poured themselves in that hole, because that little hole was so small. Is this it? That's it right there. That's the hole that they supposedly escaped through. The 10 inmates. Okay. and the tip came into the sheriff's desk. Awesome. Let's go.
And that is also the end of the game. We don't want anyone hurt, not our own officers, and certainly not Mr. Groves.
Derek Groves is the last of the escapees not back behind bars. Law enforcement are offering a $50,000 reward for any information that leads to his arrest. Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.
Again, Antoine Massey has been caught. He is the 9th inmate found, leaving only Derek Groves still on the run tonight. If you know anything about where he might be, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. You could get $50,000 for any information leading to his arrest. Information on how to submit a tip is on our website, WWLTV.com.
All right, so, well, I got a tip. I think Derek Groves is somewhere in, I don't think he's in Louisiana. You know, I don't think he's in Louisiana. So send me my $50,000. Okay. That's the last man that's on the lam right now. So, man, y'all get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Do you think this was, do you believe Massey and what he was saying when he said he was let out? And do you think some of the people that that he was reaching out to, do you think those people are going to, do you think some of the people are going to reach out and help him, like Lil Wayne, Donald Trump? But, yeah, interesting story out of New Orleans, down there in the dirty New Orleans. So don't know. I know this case, it gets weirder as time moves on. So I don't know. That's the latest update. Derek Massey is in custody, and